What if I told you that one of the most physically gifted quarterbacks in NFL history, a man with a cannon for an arm and the body of a linebacker, received 0 scholarship offers from major college football programs out of high school? Not one. In an era where elite quarterbacks are identified in middle school, Josh Allen's path to NFL superstardom is one of the most improbable and inspiring stories in modern sports. It's a journey defined by rejection, hard work, and an unshakable belief in himself when no one else had it. In this video, we're counting down the 10 things you didn't know about Josh Allen, from his unconventional childhood training methods to the moment of disrespect that fueled his entire career. And trust me, number 1 will make you appreciate his journey like never before. Welcome back to QB Grip, the channel where we dive deep into the history and mechanics of NFL quarterbacks. This episode is brought to you by Hostage Tape. If you love football history and untold stories, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss an episode. Now let's get into it. Kicking off our list at number 10 is a meme that perfectly captures Josh Allen's personality and his unique connection with the Bills Mafia, the legend of Josh Allen in shorts. While most players bundle up in the freezing Buffalo winters, Josh Allen is famous for rocking shorts, no matter the weather. Whether it's a frigid December practice or a snowy pregame warm-up, you can bet Allen will be out there, legs exposed to the elements. It started as a running joke, but has since become a full-blown internet phenomenon. There are websites dedicated to it, countless memes, and it's a symbol of his tough, unfazed attitude. It's a small, funny detail, but it shows you a guy who is completely comfortable in his own skin and embraces the wild weather of Buffalo, which is why the city loves him so much. From his quirky habits to his childhood antics, Josh has always had a playful side. That brings us to number 9, the Great Gorilla Prank. Growing up on a massive 2,000-acre farm in Firebaugh, California, the Allen house was the place to be. It had batting cages, a pool, and plenty of room for shenanigans. When Josh was around 11 or 12, he and his dad, Joel, decided to pull an epic prank during a party with over 100 guests. They started spreading a rumor that a gorilla had escaped from a nearby circus. As the sun began to set, Joel's nephew, wearing a full gorilla costume, came roaring through the party. Chaos erupted, kids screamed, parents ran for their lives, and through it all, Josh and his dad were trying their best not to die of laughter. It's a hilarious story that shows the fun-loving, mischievous side of Josh that we don't always get to see on the field. While he loved a good prank, his father also made sure he was prepared for the future. That's number 8, mock interview training at age 7. Joel Allen saw his son's potential from an incredibly early age. On the drives to and from Pee Wee football games, Joel would conduct mock interviews with a 7-year-old Josh. He'd pretend to be a reporter, holding an imaginary microphone and asking post-game questions. He taught Josh how to thank his offensive line, praise the coaching, and talk about the team effort. At first, Josh played along, but eventually he got so used to it that he told his dad, "That's enough, Dad. I know how to do interviews now." It's an incredible story of a father preparing his son for a future that, at the time, seemed like a distant dream. But Joel knew that competitive fire was often stoked by his own family, which leads us to number 7, the legendary battles with his brother, Jason. Josh and his brother Jason were just a year apart and were fiercely competitive in everything they did. Jason was often bigger than Josh growing up, and their battles were the stuff of legend in their small town. Teammates would finish practice only to run back to the court to watch the Allen brothers go at it. In one infamous scuffle during basketball practice, things got so heated that Jason swung and gave Josh a black eye. Josh was so mad he hopped in his car and left his brother to find his own ride home. Their dad had to sit them down at the kitchen table to hash it out. But as their father said, iron sharpens iron. Those intense battles forged the relentless competitor that Bills fans see every Sunday. While his family life was intense, his love life has recently brought him into the Hollywood spotlight. That's number 6, his engagement to Hailee Steinfeld. In November of of 2024, Josh Allen got engaged to his girlfriend, the Oscar-nominated actress and singer Hailee Steinfeld. Known for her roles in movies like True Grit and the Pitch Perfect series, as well as playing Kate Bishop in Marvel's Hawkeye, Steinfeld is a massive star in her own right. The couple had been dating for a while, and Josh proposed during the Bills' bye week. It's a modern-day power couple, blending the worlds of the NFL and Hollywood, and it's brought a whole new level of celebrity attention to the Bills' superstar quarterback. But long before the Hollywood romance, Josh was focused on giving back. That brings us to number 5, the Patricia Allen Fund. Named in honor of his grandmother, Patricia Allen, who passed away in 2020, Josh established a fund at Oishé Children's Hospital in Buffalo. He has donated millions of dollars to support the pediatric critical care team, cancer research, and programs for children with special needs. After his grandmother's death, Bills fans, known as the Bills Mafia, began donating to the hospital in $17 increments in his honor. Josh was so moved that he made it his personal mission to support the hospital and the community that had embraced him. It's a powerful example of his character and his deep connection to the city of Buffalo. That character was built on the farm, where he developed his most famous asset. That's number 4. His legendary arm strength came from throwing rocks. It's the ultimate backyard football story. How did Josh Allen develop one of the strongest arms in NFL history? By throwing rocks. Growing up on the family ranch, his first training field was a gravel lot behind a shop. He would spend hours just picking up rocks and trying to chuck them into a giant trash dump. He said, "That's how I think I learned to throw it mechanically, just figuring it out by myself. Before any quarterback coaches, before any fancy training facilities, it was just a kid on a farm throwing rocks." That raw, self-taught power is the foundation of the incredible throws we see him make today. As he got older, he started modeling his game after another California kid with a cannon for an arm. That's number 3. He grew up emulating Aaron Rodgers. Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers share some striking parallels. Both are from California, both were lightly recruited out of high school, and both had to go the junior college route to get a shot at Division I football. As a kid, Allen looked up to Rodgers, who was winning a Super Bowl with the Packers when Josh was just a freshman in high school. He studied Rodgers' mechanics, his footwork, and his ability to make off-platform throws. Now, they're friends who compete against each other in the NFL. It's a cool connection that shows how one generation of great quarterbacks can inspire the next. But before he could even dream of the NFL, he had to endure a moment of ultimate disrespect. That brings us to number 2, the Fresno State camp Rejection. At 17, Josh attended a camp at his hometown college, Fresno State, desperate to get noticed. On day 1, he was electric, leading his tiny high school to the championship of a 7-on-7 tournament. But on day 2, when the camp's quarterbacks were split into groups, the coaches read off the list of top prospects who would throw on the main field. Josh's name wasn't called. He was sent to a small side field with the everybody else group, throwing 10-yard dump-offs while the blue-chip recruits threw deep balls in front of the coaches. His high school coach pleaded with a Fresno State assistant to give him a look, but the coach, without even looking up, just said, "He's fine right there." In that moment of humiliation, something clicked. Josh Allen knew he was better, and he vowed to spend the rest of his career proving it. And finally, the number 1 thing you didn't know about Josh Allen, the single most important fact that defines his entire journey. He received 0 scholarship offers from any FBS or major college football programs out of high school. 0. Not a single one. Think about that. One of the most talented players in the entire league, a perennial MVP candidate, was completely overlooked by every single major college. He sent out a mass email to over 1,000 college coaches, complete with his highlight tape and stats, and got nothing in return. He had to go to Reedley, a junior college, just to get a chance to play. It was only after a year there that he finally got an offer from Wyoming, his only FBS offer. His entire career has been a battle to prove people wrong, from the college recruiters who ignored him to the draft experts who called him a bust. He is the ultimate underdog, a testament to the power of perseverance and believing in yourself when no one else does. From a rock-throwing kid on a farm to an NFL superstar, Josh Allen's journey is one of a kind. What surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below which QB you want me to break down next. Should I do a legend like Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, or a current star like Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow? Let me know. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, you'll love our breakdown of Drake May's journey right here. Don't forget to subscribe to QB Grip for more deep dives. See you in the next one.